Longtime Laker athletic trainer Gary Vitti really saw it all over the 3 decades plus that he spent on the Lakers bench. From winning multiple championships to Magic Johnson's HIV announcement and Kobe Bryant's torn Achilles, Vitti shares some of those stories in this week's edition of Legends.
Legends, sponsored by CallJacob.com.
For 32 years, Gary Vitti had a front row seat to multiple eras of success with the Lakers. And despite his humility, being a part of 8 championship teams cements his status as a true Laker legend.
I worked with a lot of legends, and I worked in a legendary era, the golden era of basketball. To be called a legend, that means you had to do something legendary. And I don't really think I did that. And I think I speak for all athletic trainers that I did what any athletic trainer in my position would have done to, achieve the ultimate goal, which was to try to make, a player better.
But not just players. Vitti greatly admired the coach who brought him on staff, Pat Riley, who helped create a style with the Lakers that Vitti feels was somewhat misinterpreted.
The image was not necessarily the reality. So the image was Riley coming in with the slick back hair and the Emrani suits and the Italian shoes, and that we were LA glitz. It appeared that way. But Riley was this tough Irish guy from New York. He may have looked slick and all that stuff, but he was hard as nails. And Riley was like, don't get caught up in the hype. We have a job to do, and our only job is to win the basketball game. This is professional sports. This isn't college, this isn't high school. We're not trying to develop young men's characters and to be better human beings. All we're trying to do is win basketball games.
And when they did, to the tune of a championship in Vitti's first season, followed by back-to-back titles in 1987 and 1988. But after a loss in the 1991 finals, word broke that Magic Johnson tested positive for HIV. News Vitti kept hidden well before the announcement.
I knew for a couple of weeks that he was HIV positive. I was one of very few people. I not only kept that a secret, I actually lied. I'm lying to my family, I'm lying to my friends, I'm lying to people on the team, I'm lying to the world about what's going on with him, but I really actually know what's going on with him. Eventually it comes out, and then later he comes back, and then he has the whole, for people that don't know, I guess they can Google it, he has the fingernail scratch, and I refuse to glove for him. Part of my reputation is based on that one particular episode. Now, whether I deserve that respect or not, once again, that's not for me to say. All I'm saying is that I did what I thought was the right thing to do.
And he continued to do the right thing all the way through his final seasons, including having to tell Kobe Bryant in 2013 that he had just torn his Achilles tendon.
He says to me, yeah, I kind of thought that, and so I reached back there and tried to pull it down. Like, I don't know if any athletic trainer has ever had a response like that from any other athlete. And then he says to me, well, maybe we can go back there and you can tape it so I can finish the game. I said, it don't work that way either, brother.
It's obvious that Kobe trusted you immensely, and that's the reason why you're a Laker legend.
I was fortunate, lucky to work for a legendary organization and legendary people. I hope that I was worthy of it.
There's no doubt, Mark, he is more than worthy of it, because when you work with all of those legendary players and you have the trust of those players, you're a legend yourself.
first let me say it's fitting that you call that package legends, because yes, Gary Vitti is a legend. I mean, you think about all of the great names in basketball that he crossed paths with of being part of the Laker organization. Yes, that is legendary in itself. But I think on top of it, when you talk about trust, and you and I know it as being members of the media here, if you cross that trust line just one time, you usually do not get a second chance. And so it is that much more important to have that trust factor, whether it's with the player, whether it's with coaches, even with the fan base. You keep that trust intact, you're on the good road.
Thanks for watching Legends on SportsCentral. The law offices of Jacob Emrani are proud to support the team who built the basketball dynasty here in Los Angeles. The legendary team at calljacob.com are here for you 24/7.